Stan, is that my wife? Do you mind? Military stuff going on in here, banging and making noise. Thank you. Right, you notice how it is done live. I have taken some more of that stuff down. I'll top it up. I won't show you the label because they might. It's not a very good advertisement. There's still more in there. I don't think I'll be going to manage it. I got it one of those, like, deals and offers. It isn't what it says on the glass, so they can't sue me or anything. I have another mouthful. Oh, well, it is Bank Holiday Sunday. Right. Again, apologies to Danny Reese of the Herefordshire Regimental Museum. I did a trade with Danny, and he sent me some bits along, which we will work our way through now. The medal being the centrepiece. So the first thing that was in the package was a very nice Queen's Crown Royal Engineers stable belt. That is really nice. That's actually on display in my on my old radiogram out over there. Shiny, catches the eye as soon as you walk in the room. Thanks for that. The second thing that was in the parcel is what's called a defile marker. Now, I'm unsure whether they still use these in the British Army, because a relative of mine has recently just finished 13 years service, and he wasn't sure what it was. So I think it was reconnaissance. So I don't know whether. Yeah, I imagine it would have been used. So it's a British defile marker to mark clear paths through minefields, or be aware of trenches or sort of vehicle positions. It's self-luminous. It does have. Is it on the back? Oh, I can't see in this light. Is that light coming on? Oh, I'll tell you what. You know something here. I thought I had. Where is it? Will I be able to do that? There we go. Should have the light on all the time. You see there? Oh, it's under there. Hang on. I know how to do it. Don't panic. There. Radioactive symbol. Because the doofers in there must be. They haven't charged up me. I've got them clipped on. I've got it clipped onto my 1990s sort of display. So there you go. SRDL. Here's defile marker, NATO number. Date 2nd 91, so that falls right in the path of the display I've got over there. And obviously you can clip it or tie it to anything and adjust it. So you could say this way to the secret trench, or this way for wagons, or down here is the command post, follow the defile marker, or this way, if it was on the floor, this is a safe way through the path of the mines. You get me? Sort of thing. Yeah, so it hasn't actually charged up much, probably because it's in the gloom of the Mac. So the other thing is obviously a medal. This is a United Nations Korean War Medal, United Nations Service Medal Korea, established by the United Nations on the 12th of December 1950, and it was the first international award created by the UN. It is a bronze disc, 36mm in diameter, for the Korean War 1950 to 1953 for any military service member of an armed force allied to South Korea who participated in the defence of South Korea between June the 27th, 1950 and July the 27th, 1954 for a minimum of 30 days. Red Cross personnel were not eligible. So it's a UN emblem on one side, as we can see. There we go. On the reverse, it says, we have got our glasses on, for service in the defence of the principles of the Charter of the United Nations. Now, each country had, obviously, United Nations, different countries were involved. It says Korea on the top, a blue and white ribbon. And they had them all in their own individual languages. So the countries and or languages they were given out in: Ethiopia, Dutch, Australian, Canadian, Denmark, New Zealand, Norway, Philippines, Sweden, United Kingdom, South Africa, United States, France, Belgium, Luxembourg, Greece, Italy, Korea, must be South Korea, Colombia, and that was in Spanish, Thailand, Turkey. Now the Turkish ribbons are red. The reason they're red is because the blue and white is too similar to the Greek flag, and there is a bit of friction between the Greeks and the Turks. So we'll have a little look at what's in here. So there's the box. Quite a nice item, a very nice item. I'd like to thank Danny again for sending me it. Really, it really is a nice item in my Cold War collection. A spare ribbon in there, whether that came originally or not, I'm unsure. And the paperwork, which, even though you can see it, let me read it out to you, in case you can't. So, Droitwich, phone number there. Further correspondence on this subject should be addressed to the Officer IC, Army Medical Office, the War Office, Droitwich, 9th of September 1957. Blah, blah, blah. Sir, I am directed to forward the United Nations Service Medal with the clasp Korea, the receipt of which should be acknowledged on the enclosed form. It should be noted that war medals are normally worn in the order of the date in which the individual qualified for the award. The United Nations Service Medal will be worn in accordance with this rule, except that it will always be worn immediately after the British Korea Medal, if the latter has been awarded. I am, sir, your obedient servant, the officer in charge, the Army Medical Office, and that's to Mr. L.G. Barker of 42 Albent Road, Tamworth, Staffordshire. Yeah, so there is obviously a British Korean War medal to go with that if the person was eligible. Very nice to have the paperwork. A lot of people that are involved with like watching my channel say, how can people give away family medals, blah, 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 etc., etc. My own family did. And I'd say my dad definitely has a passing interest in all things World War II, World War One, but just some people just don't collect things like that. It's probably laid in the drawer. It could have been grandfathers, uncles, dads have passed on, and maybe the person thought, how can you put it? I'm not preaching to the convert here. Maybe the person who owned it, the family member, didn't know their father when they were in the armed forces. So it's not like maybe the dad never talked about it. Maybe they didn't even know they'd been in the army or the RAF or whatever. So it has no sort of connection with that person. That makes sense. It doesn't always have to be a sad story. Yeah. So anyway, I've got it now. Another drink of me juice. Oh God, that's rough. Right. One more video I've started today, and this time I'm coming in front of the camera. This is Dan and Will. Of course, see you.